Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. I am Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, coming to you on this beautiful autumn equinox. Okay, we have the autumn equinox, we have the new moon in Virgo, we just have beautiful, exciting, tumultuous, chaotic, destructive, new beginning energy just swirling around in the atmosphere. And I really hope that you are taking advantage of it. And then my phone going to chime to confirm. Let me go ahead and turn this thing off. Hold on a second. Or put it on vibrate. My bad. I thought I did that already. Look, do you like my cover? I like my purple case. Purple is my favorite color, in case y'all didn't know. But anyway, have you ever just sat around and looked around and be like, I'm sick of this shit? Like, I'm sorry for all the kids. My bad. Have you ever been like, I'm so sick of this? I'm sick of, being treated this way. I'm sick of these relationships. I'm sick of my financial situation, my housing situation. Like, have you ever just turned around and just been like, I'm so over it? You know, if you have, let me be the first to say congratulations. Okay. Because that is the first step of stepping out of your own time, your old timeline, and stepping into your new beginning, stepping into a space that you can claim as yours. Okay. A space where you can rewrite all the things that you have not enjoyed over your life. Okay. That voice that is like, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of this. It is your spirit saying, I am sick of being a muggle. Okay. And if you don't know the Harry Potter's reference, that means I'm sick of not using my magic. I'm sick of not being amazing, right? You see my shirt, you are amazing, right? I'm sick of, oh, my mic, sorry. I'm sick of not experiencing all this beauty that this life has to offer. That's what I came here for. Okay. And every single time you're like, I'm sick of this, and then you make an excuse, if you put a but behind it and you're like, you don't take any inspired action, is right back to the same loop. But if you're like, I'm going to change, I'm going to like do something different. There was one time in my life where I was like, I was sick of where I was living. I'm originally from Miami, and against better judgment. And it didn't work out to be the best move either, but I was glad that I did it. I moved to Kentucky with my ex-husband. He was my husband at the time, but we were going to separate. I was going to let him move and I was going to stay. But I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this. And maybe a change of scenery will help. But you know what? The change of scenery didn't help because our minds didn't change. Our minds didn't shift. We were still on the same old, same old. Like, he was still doing the same crap he was doing, and I was still doing the same crap I was doing. And that's why we didn't see change. You can move halfway across the world. If your mind doesn't change, you're bringing all the mess with you. All the things that you're sick of, you are really sick of how you're responding to it. All right. So now, on today, on this beautiful autumn equinox, on the time where you can reset, where you can make everything new, if you can sit down and make a list, or if you already know what it is that you're sick of what you don't like in your life, start doing the opposite. I was sick and tired of rushing in the morning with my children. Even though I had my alarm set for 7:15, I would silence it and lay down until like 7:30, and then have my little quiet time, my pep talk, my this is what we're going to do. But most times than not, I would fall back to sleep. Then I would get up and be like, oh crap, and rushing to try to get my son on the bus and then get little one to daycare on the days when he does go. I was like, I'm sick of this. Okay, I'm going to set my alarm for 7. I'm going to set my alarm to 7. I'm going to put my phones on sleep mode at a certain time, and I'm going to shut it down. I don't care who I'm talking to, what it is that I'm doing. I am prioritizing that because I'm sick of feeling rushed and feeling like I don't have time for me. And when I started doing that, it's only been a week, I have felt so much better. Things are getting done. I'm getting up. I'm able to have my quiet space in my Zen den. I'm able to journal. I do my little yoga, right? I make my tea so that when I come back from dropping the baby off, I can come and drink my tea, have my little, my more little quiet time, right? I'll go outside and work in my yard, or I'll go for a walk around the block. I walk my dog. Like I feel so much better because I'm getting certain things done. And I'm like, this is the timeline. This is like my highest timeline. This is what I would be doing if I didn't have stress, if I didn't have worried, if I didn't feel like I was discombobulated, right? Like I was sick and tired of how like this one person, and I was allowing it, how I was allowing them to kind of pull and siphon on my energy, on my gifts. And I was like, no, let me be firm and let me stand up and let me speak about it, because me and my given heart, and I want everyone to be happy and wonderful and blessed and light. And I'm like, whatever, my blessings gonna come. My blessings gonna come. I'll just let them keep using me and running me ragged and calling me and rearrange my time and my schedule and going outside of my availability and everything else. And just here we are. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Let me set this person straight, because I'll be a doggone if I continue to let that happen. And then I feel better. Okay. You have to actually listen to the voice that is telling you I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this, because the saying is, right? I've heard my mom say, you ain't sick and tired until you sick and tired. When you sick and tired of something, you will make a change. And if you keep saying day after day after day after day, I'm so sick and tired of this, and you're not making no change, you're not really sick and tired of it. You're comfortable. You're comfortable in the rut. You're comfortable feeling stuck. You're comfortable being sick and tired, because that's what you've been your whole entire life. And you're afraid to move and make the change. Whether you're afraid of rejection, whether you're afraid that you're going to make this change and the universe is going to say, nope, go back to your place. Whether you are afraid of what people are going to think or how they're going to feel, whether you're afraid that you can't stick to the change, whatever it is, it all boils down to fear. It all boils down to fear. When you won't make a change, it all boils down to fear. Okay. So remove those blockages, and little simple things such as getting up 15 minutes earlier, setting my alarm 15 minutes earlier, bruh, has made a whole different. It has made, I'm not trying to disrespect y'all, ladies and gentlemen, right? Hey, my gods and goddesses. I'm not trying to disrespect you, but seriously, like it changed so much. Just that 15-minute change changed so much in my rising routine. It allowed me to flourish and get back on a pace that made me feel like so good within myself. And then I'm not aggravated and agitated because I'm doing this shit by myself. Like, I'm sorry. I need to remember there's kids watching. I be doing this by myself. Okay. And sometimes, and physically I'm doing it by myself, not emotionally, but my husband, he works out of town. So sometimes, I will call him and I'm like, listen, let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about your children. Let me tell you how we started today. Let me give you some of this energy, right? Sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming. It can get a little bit stagnant in my day-to-day activities, right? And then, of course, I have my clients, I have my business, I have social media, I have myself, I have my mother, I have my mother-in-law, I have my siblings, I have my children. Like, it can get to be a lot. And when I have organization and I know, okay, this is how certain things will go, even though it's not a set schedule, just kind of knowing, okay, this is how the routine should be, it helps me thrive so much. I don't know if you hear him, but my autistic son, he likes to have a schedule. He likes to know, okay, Sunday night, you pulling the cans to the curb for garbage day, right? Then Monday when I come home, I'm pulling the cans up. As soon as I get home, I'll go in the bathroom. And I get out the bathroom, I have 30 minutes of computer time. After that, we're going to have dinner. After dinner, I have to practice my whatever I put him on, whether it be his tablet or writing, or I make him do clay, or I just tell him to sit down on the couch beside me. Whatever it is that I decide to do, right? He likes to have a routine and have a schedule and know, okay, this is what's going on. It helps you thrive. So when you're sick and tired of the routine that you're in, and you're sick or tired of experiencing the things that you're experiencing, change up the routine, change it up, and you will see something different. You will start to rewire certain things in your mind. But listen to that little voice. Listen to that little nagging voice, that little nagging feeling, that little that's in the back of your mind. Like, listen to that. Listen to that, because that's your higher self saying, okay, enough of this muggle BS. It's time for us to step fully into our authentic vibration of magic. Okay, so that is that, my amazing, beautiful beings. Thank you so much for rocking out with me. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things. Y'all know what to do. And if you're not following me on TikTok, I don't know why not, because there have been over 1,000 souls. Like, I got serious with TikTok maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, putting more energy into it. And I grew from like, I think maybe 40. I think I had like 40 followers. I don't know. I don't remember, but it was something stupid, something low, because I never was on it. And I started feeding it, and I'm like over 1,000. That's the fastest growing platform that I've ever been on. I've been on YouTube, and I love y'all. I'm never leaving y'all, but yeah, I've been on here for a minute, and y'all see my followers where it be at. But anyway, that is that. I love you guys. I'm grateful for you guys. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.